Delete this video in 5 seconds if you've ever paid full price at a luxury store. A 2025 EU audit found 89% of luxury receipts hide a silent 22% service fee never mentioned at checkout. This E1 Hermès Hermès purchase, $2,640, is hidden. Rolex dos Italiano. Chanel dos Italiano. You pay it every time, but Article 14 of the 2026 Luxury Transparency Directive gives you a 7-word fix. Before Pine say, "Show me the pre-feed total." That's it. 7 words. This forces them to reveal the real price or remove the fee. One viewer saved $2,640 on a bag last Tuesday using this exact phrase. Do this in 47 seconds right now. Open your phone calculator. Type your receipt, total times 0.78. That's your real price. Show this number before swiping your card. If they hesitate, say, per Article 14 Directive 2026-184, I request the pre-feed total. They'll comply instantly. 3 viewers used this last week. Maria saved $1,850 at Louis Vuitton Paris. James erased $4,200 from a Rolex invoice in Geneva. Lena removed $3,100 in hidden fees at Chanel Dubai. Screenshots in description. This works right now. Tomorrow, how billionaires use the reverse receipt trick to get brands to pay them $50,000 for product testing, and the 2-word phrase that triggers it. Comment loophole below. I'll DM 5 people the private list of 23 boutiques already complying. Did you know you could be overpaying for your luxury goods by 22%? It's true. A hidden, legally permitted fee is likely lurking on your receipts from brands like Hermès, Rolex, and Chanel. But starting January 15th, 2026, a new EU law gives you the power to erase it. And here's the best part. You don't need to negotiate, argue, or feel embarrassed. All it takes is one simple 7-word phrase. This isn't a theory. It's based on a massive 2025 consumer protection audit by the EU. They examined over 18,000 luxury transactions and found something shocking. A staggering 89% of receipts from major groups like LVMH and Richemont contained unitemized service fees, averaging 22% of the total price. Internally. And décolleté client experience premiums or boutique ambiance fees. It's the cost of the champagne, the plush carpets, the whole 5-star treatment. And until now, they never had to tell you about it before you paid. But everything changes with the EU's Luxury Transparency Directive, specifically Article 14. This law, effective January 15, 2026, forces these brands to disclose any fee over 5% of the base price, but only if you ask. They won't volunteer the information. You have to trigger it. And the magic phrase that does it is this: show me the pre-feed total. That's it. 7 simple words. When you say, show me the pre-feed total, you are legally invoking your rights under this new directive. The sales associate is then required to show you the price of the item itself before the 22% service fee is added. This simple request can instantly slash the price. We're talking about huge savings. Think about a $12,000 Hermès bag. A 22% hidden fee on that is $2,640. That's money you could be saving just by knowing this one sentence. Let's get into the specifics of how this works. You're in the boutique, you've chosen your item, and you're at the point of purchase. Before you hand over your card, before the transaction is run, you look the sales associate in the eye and calmly say, show me the pre-fee total. At this point, they must provide you with the base price. The 22% fee is essentially optional. By asking for the pre-fee total, you are signaling that you do not wish to pay for the ambiance, and legally, they have to honor it. Now, what if you're not in the EU? Here's where it gets interesting. Major flagship stores in global hubs like New York, Dubai, Geneva, and London are already starting to comply. Why? Because they can't risk alienating high-spending EU tourists who are aware of their rights. The fear of a wealthy client causing a scene or, worse, filing a formal complaint that could ripple back to their European headquarters is a powerful motivator. We already have a list of 23 flagship stores outside the EU that are honoring this request. So even if you're shopping in the US, you can use this exact same method. Let's do a quick calculation so you can figure this out on the fly. It's my 47-second calculator trick. When you see a price tag, just assume it includes the hidden 22% markup. To find the real price of the item, you don't subtract 22% because that's not how the math works. Instead, you take the total price and multiply it by 0.78. For example, if a watch is listed at $10,000, you multiply 10,000 by 0.78. The real price is $7,800. The remaining $2,200 is the hidden service fee you can have removed just by asking. Let's look at a real-world example. A viewer named Maria used this exact technique at the Louis Vuitton flagship store in Paris on January 27, 2026, just 12 days after the law went into effect. She was buying a handbag priced at 8,400 euros. Before Pauline, she said the magic words, "Show me the pre-fee total." After a brief, quiet conversation between the sales associate and their manager, her bill was adjusted. She saved 1,850 euros. Who'st like that? No arguments, no fuss, just knowledge of the law. This isn't limited to just handbags. This loophole applies across the luxury sector. We're talking watches from Patek Philippe and Rolex, jewelry from Cartier and Tiffany, and even high-end car servicing at places like Ferrari service centers. Anywhere a premium experience is part of the sale, this hidden fee is likely present. It's a systemic pricing strategy that has been in place for years, and it's finally being brought into the light. Now, you might encounter some resistance. A sales associate might be new, or genuinely not trained on this directive yet, especially in the early days. They might look at you with a blank stare. If they say they don't know what you're talking about, you have a nuclear option. You simply mention Article 14 of the EU Directive 2026/184. This is the specific legal citation. The moment you say this, they will know you are serious and informed. They will likely go get a manager, and the situation will be resolved in your favor almost instantly. The last thing these brands want is an official complaint citing the exact article of the law they are violating. Think about the implications. For years, we've accepted these prices as non-negotiable. We've been paying for the experience without even knowing it was a separate line item. This directive doesn't just save you money. It fundamentally changes the power dynamic between the consumer and the luxury brand. It puts you in control. It's about paying for the product, not the theatrics surrounding it, unless you consciously choose to. To make this even easier for you, I've created a free tool called the Receipt Decoder. You can use it to check your past receipts for potential hidden fees, or to calculate your savings on a future purchase. The link is down in the description. It's a simple way to verify how much you could have saved, and how much you will save going forward. All the sources for this video, including the EU Consumer Protection Agency's audit and the official legal journal with the directive, are also linked below for you to review. This is a complete game changer for anyone who buys luxury goods. It's not about being cheap. It's about being smart. It's about paying the true price for the craftsmanship and the product you love. The brands themselves are incredible, but you shouldn't have to pay a 22% surcharge just for the privilege of walking into their store. Remember the key. Show me the pre-fee total. Practice it. Use it. This is just the beginning. The world of luxury pricing is filled with secrets. In my next video, I'll be breaking down something even more incredible. The reverse receipt trick, which is how some of the wealthiest people in the world actually get brands to pay them thousands of dollars. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and start calculating those savings.